Hello all, welcome to Shooting About Pilates. Today it is, if you can believe it, January 4th. Happy New Year. This is the first class, or virtual class, group class of the year, so welcome. Just a little announcement in the beginning. Zoom did another update. It seemed to be a little more robust update, just because when I went into the service, it looked a little bit different on some things. So fingers crossed, nothing is unusual happening, but if you find a difference in the recording, please reach out to me if you are doing the recording, just because I don't know what's happening. So fingers crossed, everything's good. Today is a mat roller balance class. As always, please take care of yourself. If you have any injuries or limitations, I'll provide some options and variations that'll hopefully work for you. If they don't, place them to the side, bring in your own favorite options or variations. If it doesn't work, take a break, take a stretch. Maybe do a movement even outside the family of exercises that I'm offering up. Main goal for you is take care of yourself, right? So I'm just gonna dip this down a little bit. You're gonna notice I'm having my roller fairly close. I am gonna ask us to use the roller for a little bit of this gentle warm up, not in the first part, but at the second half of the warm up, just so you have that at your ready. So just start with your arms dropped down to your sides, ears, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles in an up and down line that works for you. Legs in parallel position, nothing too wide, nothing too narrow, just something that works best for you and your body. And just from here, on the inhale, just shrug the shoulders up to the ears and the shoulder shrugged. Exhale, slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Inhaling the shoulders up, and exhale, slide them down. Inhaling the shoulders up, exhale, slide them down. Inhaling the shoulders up, exhale, slide them down. One more time, inhaling the shoulders up, and exhale, slide them down. Moving just shoulder rolls, drawing the shoulders back, up, round them forward. And then again, you're gonna go back, up, rounding forward, and back, up, rounding forward, and back, up, rounding forward. One more time, back, up, rounding forward. Now keep the arms long, swing the arms back, up, and forward. Nothing unusual here, back, up, and forward. So these side circles are up to you, right? So you don't have to make them very big, it doesn't work. Yeah, so you just find the range of motion that works. Some of us might find a bigger range of motion than what I'm demonstrating here, and that's also fine. Just find something that works comfortably for you. That's our last one. Just drop the arms down by your side. Let's reverse those shoulder circles. So shoulders come forward, draw them up, roll them up, and slide them down the back. Forward, up and around to 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 the back. Keep the arms long, swing the arms forward, up, back, and around. 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 One more time. Forward, up, back, and around. I'm doing a little bit of a puzzled look here just because I saw my computer move a little bit. So fingers crossed, I think everything's fine. So from here, just keep your arms dropped down by your side. Just bend the knees and then straighten. Yeah. And then bend and straighten. Yeah. So I'm not tucking under or overly arcing back. I'm just trying to go up and down. I'll use this image of going up and down an elevator shaft. And you just have enough movement around, or you're encased in like a cylinder, only so much that you can go just up and down, bending the knees a little bit. You know, just trying to warm up those legs. I know elevator shaft is not cylinder normally, unless you're part of the Jetsons, right? So just something narrow. Last one here, and just shake out the legs and arms. So I'm gonna have you grab your roller, yeah? And I'm gonna place my hands on the roller. They can be layered, they can be side by side, whatever works for you. And the roller is going to move forward and back. So you might need to move the roller forward, you might need to bring it close to you. But I would say something about an arm's length away so that you can keep your hands on. You're going to keep your legs relatively long. You might bend your knees a little, that's fine. What I want you to do is waterfall or just drop your head. And as you drop your head, you're going to push the roller forward. You're going to only go back, or you're only going to go so far forward, right? And then I want you to lift the head and chest up for an extension. Curling around and then come right back up. So it's not a true forward fold. You can think about this as a standing cat cow with the roller as your prop. Again, waterfalling down through the spine and the head, coming up with a little bit of extension, rolling through and coming right back up. We're going to do that 2 more times. Rolling through, lift head and chest up. You can always soften the knees if you need to. Roll right back and all the way back up. One more time like this, rolling down. Press that roller forward and then rolling up. Oh, my roller is sliding here on this floor. All right, so now we're gonna do the opposite. So we started rounding. We're gonna start with an arch. So you're gonna come forward and then you're gonna curl and round up. So it's just a reverse pattern, yeah? You're gonna arch forward, stick your booty out, lift the head and chest up, and curl and round. 2 more times, arch, curl and round. Last one like this, arch, curl, and round. Okay, so we're gonna stay here. This time, you're gonna place one hand on the roller. The roller, again, will do that same thing going forward and back. However, your back will remain a little bit more elongated or flat. So if it curls a little bit, that's fine. I'm just gonna try to keep my spine flat or elongated. So you're gonna reach this right arm forward, and then you're gonna push that roller forward, flat back, swing this arm back, and look towards the hand. Any amount. So it could go up, let's say it goes toward the back of the room, and you roll all the way back up. And then as you come back up to stacking, bring the arm up towards the sky. You flat back forward, reach that arm back, look back at it, and coming right back up. So my roller arm might bend a little bit, that's fine. Yeah, just to get wherever I go. I bend my roller arm, so I have some pressure. If I kept it from bending, I might feel like the roller is a little precarious. And coming right back up, I'm gonna do this one more time, flat back, reach it back, and come all the way back up, and just drop the arm down by your side. I'm gonna switch sides, you don't have to. So my right hand will be on the roller. I'm gonna start with my left arm pointing forward, just from the shoulder girdle. And again, I'm gonna push the roller forward as I flat back. I'm gonna swing that arm back towards the back of the room, look towards that hand, coming all the way back up, arm swing this up towards the sky. And again, flat back, swing that arm back, bending that roller arm and coming right back up so I don't lose that roller. And again, flat back, look that back towards that back arm and up. So I'm not making too big of a motion with that free arm. So I'm not trying to swing it up entirely up toward the ceiling, just trying to find some rotation in the torso. Last one here, and reaching. And then all the way back up. Let's start with the arm up and then just drop the arms down by your side. All right, we'll do this one more thing, just so it doesn't get too unusual when we start. Nothing too complicated, I don't think, but let's just go over it. So you're gonna hold on to the roller perpendicular to your body. My ear set is not cooperating, there it goes. All right, so reach the arms forward, and it's gonna be about chest height here. Now pull the roller in, again, nothing unusual, right? Press the roller out, pull the roller in, and press it out. So you might find as you pull the roller in, you get a little bit of a chest opening. That's great, yeah. And even though the roller's light, you also might find, oh, my arms are getting slightly fatigued, but probably not getting super fatigued, right? Because we're just working on a little bit of endurance here. This motion will be coming back towards the middle of class, yeah. Reach the arms forward, now flip the arms up, and take a step back. And then you just pull the roller down towards your skull. So I'm just lightly resting on my skull. I'm not trying to bow the roller at all. Reach your arms up and pull it. So it may not feel like a very big range of motion, that's fine, coming up. Because when I ask you to do this, it's not about the range of motion, it's gonna be more about how well you can hold a position. Ominous foreshadowing, right? And then 2 more times here. And last one, reaching arms up, forward and down. Now you're gonna pull the roller in, send it out, float it up, pull it down towards the skull. Reach it up, float it forward, pull it in. Reach it up, float it up, pull it down. Reach it up, forward, pull it in. Reach it forward, float it up, pull it down. Last one, reach it up, pull it forward, pull it in, reach it forward, float up, pull it down, reach it up, forward. Let's let that go. Okay, so that'll hopefully make things clearer when we get to that point. So we're gonna place, get yourself down onto your mat. I'm gonna pull my mat back into the camera, and the roller will go into the center of your mat. And then I'm gonna adjust my camera angle so that you can see the full view of my mat and what's happening here. So your tail and head will be fully supported. Knees bent, feet flat. Yeah, and then just arms down by your side. And from here, we'll just find a little bit of alignment, a little bit of breath, and then we'll get moving again. So just think about your thigh bones pointing straight at the hip sockets. Heels align with those sits bones. Feet pointing straight ahead, so functional parallel position with your feet and your legs. Think about the center back, the pelvis, center back, the tailbone being connected to the roller. Back onto ribs also connect to the roller. And then backside of the skull connects to the roller. So we're looking for these natural curves to the back of the body, not trying to overly flatten, overly arc them. So the chin isn't pointing down towards the chest too much, nor up towards the ceiling. That's why the image for the center back of the skull. And the back onto ribs, you're going to just try to keep the ribs from popping up or arching the spine. And the back of the tailbone is just to find a more natural, neutral position of the pelvis. Yeah, nothing perfect here. It's all good. Just find some landmarks. And as you settle into this alignment, relatively, can you just relax your throat, forehead, jaw, and shoulders the best you can? Yeah. Then start to take some time breaths by inhaling the sides and backs of the ribs. And as you exhale, you'll sink the belly, draw the navel up and in gently without changing the shape of the spine or movement of the pelvis. Yeah. Inhaling into the sides and the back. And then exhaling the belly, draw the navel up and in, lightly engaging those abdominals. Inhaling into the sides and the back. And then exhaling the belly, draw the navel up and in, lightly engaging those abdominals. Inhaling into the sides and the back. And then exhaling the belly, draw the navel up and in, lightly engaging those abdominals. So you're going to stick with that breath. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale, float both arms up toward the ceiling. Let's go ahead and rotate those palms to face inward. Start something a little bit familiar here. Keep the arms long, then parallel fingertips are just floated over the shoulders. On the inhale, you're going to lift your fingertips up towards the ceiling, lifting the shoulder blades up and away from the mat. Exhale, up and right back down, smooth control. Inhale the fingertips up, and then exhale up and back down. Inhale the fingertips up, exhale up and back down. So this movement shouldn't affect the neck, just from the shoulders, pulling the fingertips up, exhale up and back down. One more time, inhale the fingertips up, then exhale up and back down. Pause, we're going to move one arm at a time. So starting with this right arm, I'm going to flip the right arm up, leave that arm there. Left arm flips up, leave that arm there. Right arm melts down, and then left arm melts down. Now start with the left arm flips up. Right arm flips up, left arm melts, right arm melts. Back to the right, right arm up, left arm up, right arm melts, left arm melts, back to left, left arm up. Right arm up, left arm melts, right arm melts. You'll pause here, rotate your palms to face forward. On the exhale, drop the ribs, scoot the belly. Send this right arm back behind you without letting the ribs float up towards the sky or the ceiling. Inhale that arm right back up. Just going to try to keep your spine and pelvis relatively stable. Exhale, left arm reaches back. On the exhale, ribs are dropping, shoulder down and away from the ear. Inhale that arm right back up. Exhale, right arm reaches back. Okay. And then inhale right back up. Then exhale, left arm reaches back. Inhale back up. One more time, each side, please. Exhale, right arm reaches back, ribs are dropping. Try to keep that roller fairly stable. Inhale the arm right back up. Micro movements of the roller is fine. Exhale, left arm reaches back. Yeah. Inhale right back up. Now pause. From here, both arms reach back. Inhale the arms right back up. For me, my range of motion needs to decrease here. It needs to be a little bit smaller, reaching both arms back. So I'm moving both arms. And if I let my arms go all the way back, reaching the arms back up, my ribs have a tendency to pop up. So I'm going to try to keep my ribs down, keep the abdominals engaged, reaching the arms back. Inhale the arms right back up. There's nothing wrong with popping the ribs, just a different movement than I'm asking for, right? Reaching the arms back. Inhale the arms right back up because the rib cage is meant to move. Here. So reaching the arms back. Inhale right back up. You'll pause here. Both arms can come forward and down the mat by your side. Yeah, you can shake anything else you might need. From here, I think usually give this option of you can connect your elbows to the mat and flip the forearms off the mat because we're going to move on to the legs. This takes away some of that base support, might make the balance a little bit more challenging. However, not everyone's arms feel like they're long enough to do that. So, or maybe it feels too precarious for you. Just leave your arms onto the mat and your hands on the mat. Just provides a little bit more stability there. Just floating the arms up just challenges your balance with it. So it's to you, find your comfort. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, right leg floats up to tabletop. Keeping the spine and the pelvis relatively stable. Inhale to hold it. Exhale, place it back down. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale to hold. And then exhale, place it back down. Inhale in here, exhale, right leg floats up. Yeah, inhale to hold, and exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg floats out. Inhale to hold, and exhale, place the foot back down. Deep inhale in here, exhale, draw the right leg to tabletop. Leave the leg there. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg floats up to meet the right leg. So both legs come up, right? And you're gonna squeeze the inner thighs together, jump to point the feet. Very small range of motion here. On the exhale, send toes and thighs forward, just about 3 inches in front of you. Inhale right back in. Exhale, send toes and thighs forward. Inhale in. Exhale, send toes and thighs forward. Inhale in. Exhale, send toes and thighs forward. Inhale in. One more time. Exhale, send toes and thighs forward. So I'm not dropping my legs or lifting my legs, just sitting in the shape. Pause here. Moving from the thigh, right toe taps down towards the mat, hinging from the thigh. Inhale that leg right back up. Try not to change the angle of the bend of the knee. Left toe taps down. Inhale back up. Exhale, right toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, left toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, right toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, left toe taps. Inhale up. Pause here. Flex the feet strongly. On the exhale, extend both legs up towards the sky, and then bring the legs back to tabletop. And extend both legs up and back to tabletop. And extend both legs up, back to tabletop. Extend both legs up, back to tabletop. Next one, you stay. Exhale, extend both legs up. Keep those feet flexed. You might have softness behind the knee. That's fine. Find what works for you. Bring the legs back to tabletop. Right foot back down first, follow to the left. Both arms can go back onto the mat if you have them there. You might want to shake anything out that you feel like you need to. It's totally fine. And then we'll find ourselves with our hands or fingers interlaced, and then place the palms behind the skull. You're going to float those elbows slightly forward so you can see them in your peripheral vision. Yeah. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale, and you'll nod the head, round the spine up, abdominal curl looking towards your belly, thighs, knees, hopefully not the ceiling. Inhale to fold, exhale, coming right back down. And as a reminder, the hands are here just to support the skull, not to pull on the head of the neck. Exhale, round yourself up. Look towards the belly, thighs, or knees. Inhale to fold, exhale, coming right back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, nod the head, round the spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold, exhale, coming right back down. Inhale and exhale again, nod the head, round the spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold, exhale, coming right back down. Inhale and exhale, nod the head, round the spine up, abdominal curl. You'll pause to hold. Now take a deep inhale in here, exhale, spiral the torso towards the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, spiral the torso towards the left. It may not feel very big, that's fine. Come back to center, spiral towards the right. And center, spiral towards the left. And center, spiral towards the right. And center, spiral towards the left. And center, last set, spiral towards the right. And center, and spiral towards the left. Yeah. And then center, pause here, round up 1 more inch, and then come all the way back down. Deep inhale in here, exhale, nod the head, run the spine up, abdominal curl, pause, release the right arm, press over the left side body. You got 8 pulses through. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand goes back behind the skull, left hand releases over to the right. You got 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand goes back behind the skull, come back to the center, release both hands towards both knees, 8 pulses through. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reach, and then place the hands back behind the skull, round yourself all the way down. You can release your skull here, do what you need to do to shake anything out, and then find yourself back to that center. Moving on to bounce. We'll keep it simple since it's the first class of the year. So here we go. We're going to float both arms up towards the ceiling, palms face forward. So from here, I'm going to ask you to lift your right leg to tabletop. Yeah, but some of us might find that that seems a little too precarious. So it could just be a heel lift or a toe tap, right? Go ahead and place that foot back down. Yeah, and then left leg floats up, tabletop, be a heel lift or a toe tap, depending on what you might need. Exhale, place the foot back down. And those toe taps can be multiple toe taps. And it's just to check your balance. Exhale, right leg floats up. And then place the foot back down. And then left leg floats up. Place the foot back down. Right leg floats up. Place the foot back down, and then left leg floats up. Oh, a little precarious for me there. And then place the foot back down. We got 1 more set. Right leg's gonna float up, and you're gonna see if you can hold it there for a moment. that might not happen. It could be a heel lift. You can go back to toe taps. You might place your foot down before I even say so. It's fine. Right foot goes back down. Take a moment, find center, and then left leg puts up. Yeah, and see if you can hold it there for a moment. Remember, you can always place the foot down if you need to. Toe tap or heel lifts are always there. Place the foot back down. Both arms can come forward and down into mat. And then from here, you can rock back and forth on the roller. So when I rock back and forth, my head goes one way, hips go the other way. Just to keep myself from falling off the roller, but also gives me a little bit of reintegration with spine to side movement. To make this a little bit bigger, just open up your arms and legs, get a little bit more surface area to the back of the body. Yeah. Get to your fullest surface area that you can. You can lift one arm and one leg up the way that you're rolling away from, the way that you're looking towards. That just means you get more shoulder, outside shoulder blade towards the armpit and more side of the glute. So you find what works for you today. And maybe this doesn't work. That's totally cool too. You just find something else. Maybe you even come off before you even give that cue. Anyway, we are coming off, so you're good. All right. All right. And then you're just going to send the rollers towards the side just for a moment. And then I'd like you to hug the knees into your chest or find a release that's going to work for you. Maybe you'll do a spiral. Maybe it's kind of feet onto the mat with a little butterfly. That's also fine. One leg in, other leg out. So stretching out the back of the glute, the front of the hip. Yeah. Find what works. All right. And then you are going to find both feet flat onto the mat with knees bent. And we're going to grab this roller. I'm going to use this as a universal prop. I'm just changing my angle so if you can see something a little bit differently here, you can. I want to place the roller between my inner thighs, not right at my knees, but some of the flesh of the inner thighs. If it's at the knees, it gets a little tick-tocky, right? Seesaw-y. So somewhere in the middle, remember, this option may not work for you. That's fine. And just place it to the side. You can use a throw pillow, a folded up towel, a small squishy ball. Maybe you just ditch everything and just don't use it. The reason why I'm using this to get a little bit more inner thigh, and so our legs don't get too wide. Yeah, and it also helps for me to find the inside line of my feet, so big toe connection. I have a tendency to roll to the outside, so this helps me. So arms down to your side. We'll start off with small range of motion, nothing too big. Deep inhale in here. Exhale. I want you to sink your belly, tilt the feet bone in for the lower back towards the mat. Your back may connect to the mat, and it might not. That's totally fine. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral. We're just trying to find a curl. Inhale in here, exhale, sink the belly, tilt the feet bone in for the lower back towards the mat, any amount. You might feel super far away. You might feel super close. Some of us will connect pretty immediately, like I do. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral. I'm not trying to jam the lower back to the mat. I'm just trying to find a curl that I can find for my body. Exhale, sink the belly, tilt the feet bone in for the lower back towards the mat, any amount. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral. And I try to use my abdominals the best I can here, mostly, instead of using my quads or glutes too much. Exhale, sink the belly, tilt the feet bone in for the lower back. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, tilt the feet bone in for the lower back, pause. Engage your glutes, press down to the feet, and start to float yourself up to a small baby bridge. So baby bridge for me is fist height to the mat to the tailbone. It's a good measurement for me. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. And finding neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up to your bridge, quarter height bridge, something below halfway up. So we're not going through a full bridge. So that's why I say quarter height. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. And you might be like, I can't figure out what quarter height means for me. That's fine. Let's give you another option. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale, sink the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up, quarter height bridge. Baby bridge is another way of looking at it. Or just get your booty and lower back off the mat. And that's usually a pretty good small bridge, yeah? Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. It doesn't mean that your fist has to go underneath your booty, but it may not be right for you. Exhale again, scoop the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up. Let's do our last one like this, yeah? Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. You can add some movement now. So if you still have your roller, you're gonna take your roller and you're gonna turn it perpendicular to your body. I'm gonna place it right at my thighs and my hips. So I'm not lifting it up. I'm trying to keep it resting at the crease of my hips. My hands onto the roller just to stabilize it so it doesn't get away from me. You might need to push your hands forward or back, depending on how long your arms are. I say this a lot. My arms are super long, so holding the roller is not an issue for me here. We're going to go for that same height bridge. We're going to use this roller as our level. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale, scoop, curl, float yourself up, find your bridge. And we're going to try to keep this roller fairly level.
Keep the legs fairly stable. On the exhale, I'm going to slide the pelvis to the right. So the lower spine has to move. Roller remains level to the ground, right? Inhale back center or perpendicular to the ground or parallel to the ground, depending how you look at it. And then slide the pelvis to the left. Inhale back center. And your range of motion is going to be small here, probably. Exhale, slide the pelvis to the right. So I'm not trying to find a huge movement here. Come back center, slide the pelvis to the left. Inhale center. Exhale, slide the pelvis to the right. And center, exhale, slide the pelvis to the left, and center, exhale, slide the pelvis to the right, and center, exhale, slide the pelvis to the left. Yeah, and then center, pause here, and then coming all the way back down. And you're like, why are we doing this? So to help the spine equal weight to the feet. So if you slide the pelvis to the right, you're going to find more weight to that right foot. Also, all movements of the pelvis really help the pelvis remain mobile, thighs remain mobile, and spine remain mobile. So that's the rationale behind this. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale, scoop the belly, curl the tailbone, pull yourself up, find your small bridge again. Now this level will swivel a little bit, yeah? So on the exhale, you're gonna draw the right hip and the right armpit. The legs will probably move here, it's fine. Bring that hip back down to alignment. Exhale, left hip, left armpit. Yeah, bring it right back down. Right hip to the right armpit. Inhale back down, exhale, left hip, left armpit. Inhale back down, exhale, right hip, the right armpit. And down, exhale, left hip, left armpit. So I'm shortening my waist, inhale back down. It's a hip height, right hip of the right armpit, and back down, left hip, the left armpit, and back down, pause and come all the way down. And that could help, you know, if you have one side that feels a little bit tighter than the other, kind of the B set also helps us find more levelness and equalness to the hips the best we can. We're all asymmetrical, so we're not looking for perfection here, yeah? Deep inhale in here, exhale, scoop the belly, curl the tailbone, pull yourself up, find that same small bridge. Now this roller's going to dip. So you can dip the right hip down towards the mat, just about an inch, bring it right back up. Left hip dips down, bring it back up. Right hip dips down, bring it up. Left hip dips down, bring it up. Right hip dips and up. Left hip dips and up. Right hip dips and up. It's small. Left hip dips and up. Last set. Right hip dips and up. Left hip dips and up. Pause and come all the way down. Yeah, that's a really good exercise to focus in on single leg stuff. When we do a single leg bridge, that helps with that. Again, all those three variations help with spinal mobility, hip mobility, and keeping the hip socket healthy and mobile the best we can. Okay, so enough lecture. So let's take this rubber and place it to the side. We're gonna leave it out of the equation for this next thing. You can hug the knees into your chest, do what you need to do. Do a quick release. I'm just changing my angle so you can see it a little bit easier if you need to. Once you've done that release, can you find your knees into your chest and the hands on top of the legs right below the knees? With that, we'll find that curl of the pelvis and the lower spine, the best we can find for a body. And want to try to keep that there as we move on to a little bit more quicker abdominal cadence. So bring your legs to tabletop, lower back is imprinted the best you can, interlace your fingers, place the palms behind the skull. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale, nod the head, round the spine, abdominal curl. Inhale around back down. Again, we're just kicking up the pace a little bit. Exhale, round yourself up, abdominal curl. Inhale around back down. And again, exhale, round yourself up, abdominal curl. Inhale around back down. Exhale, round yourself up, abdominal curl. Inhale around back down. Exhale, rounding yourself up, abdominal curl. Inhale around down. Exhale, round up, abdominal curl, extend the legs toward the ceiling at the same time. Inhale around back down, the legs back. Exhale, round yourself up and extend those legs. Back still is imprinted. Inhale around back down. Exhale, round up and extend. Inhale around down and bend. Exhale, round up and extend. Inhale around down and bend. Exhale, round up and extend. Inhale around down and bend. Now exhale, round up and extend and pause. And you're going to flex your feet, point your feet, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex, point. Bring the legs back to tabletop as you round yourself down. Deep inhale in here, exhale, and round yourself up, abdominal curl, extend those legs up. Release both hands, reach them up for your feet. You got 8 pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind the skull. Release the right hand, cross it over and up to that left foot. You got 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand behind the skull. Left hand releases up and over to that right foot for 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand behind the skull. Come back to the center. Bonus round. Reach both hands up for your feet. Only 4 pulses. 4, 3, 2,
Reach, hug the knees in, roll yourself down, look right, look left, sway the knees from side to side.